Hello, this is Shanika, the host of the She Reigns podcast. Thank you all for joining me. And look, I know that I have been missing, but remember, this podcast is about the chaos in life, right? And so life can be chaotic. So, anyway, I'm back. We have a brand new edition, a brand new segment that's dropping today. And I am just so happy to be here. If you are brand new, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Go back and review the old videos that I've posted so far. Also, be sure to download your free PDF journal that is just for you to write down your thoughts. Maybe I have sparked interest in you. Write down what you're thinking, and that's yours to have. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at shereignspodcast@gmail.com to ask questions, share a breakthrough you might have had, or ask to join and become a guest on the podcast. So today's episode, I'm going to keep it real. All right. So we know we had Mother's Day. And I lost my mother in 2018. And, grief never leaves. It never goes away. And it may come in spurts and waves. You may just be coasting along, but whatever the case is, it's still there. And so Mother's Day has been hard for me since losing my mother. Some years it may be okay, some years it's not so good. And I most recently got to the point where now I want to be celebrated as a mother. Because before, I did not want to celebrate because I didn't have my mother, right? Even though I have two daughters and I'm a mother, I felt like I was being selfish to celebrate myself. And so I told my husband that, I do want to be celebrated, but it's a fine line for me when I am trying to be celebrated while still honoring my mother's memory and keeping it alive. And it's a lot, right? And so I have to navigate this road. And it's difficult. So if you are someone who is grieving, whether it's a mother, a father, a child, a spouse, a friend or whatever, grief has different stages. It comes and goes. And so I want to challenge everyone, to encourage you to stop and take a moment for yourself. You deal with and handle that grief however you think is best for you. Now, I'm not saying we're going to harm anybody or yourself, but you have to make sure that you are able to deal with it. We have to learn how to cope with the things that we cannot change. And so you have to decide for yourself how you plan to cope. And now grief is not always about a person. You could grieve a relationship, grieve a job, grieve dreams that have been lost or cast aside. Grief is not solely dedicated to a person, a human, right? So we have to learn how to navigate life as we navigate grief and to ensure that we are coping and dealing with it well. So I want to encourage everyone who's ever lost someone, something, a thought, a glimmer of hope. You're not alone, but you also have to be able to deal with it. When my mother passed, I never wanted to write about it because if I wrote about it in my journal, then that made it real. And that was something that I didn't want to do, even though I knew she was gone. I didn't want to write about it because to me, that made it real. But when I was able to write about it and talk about it, that is a form of therapy. For me, it was because I was able to get my thoughts and my feelings out. Now, there's no one size box that fits all. And if you are struggling, please, 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 I do encourage you to seek professional help because you know what? It's okay. But I also don't want you to be in denial about how you're feeling and what you're going through. Sometimes grief can be like a functioning alcoholic. It's there, we ignore it, we don't talk about it, and it pops up. You may have an attitude. You may be depressed. You may be overly excited, overly happy. It comes out in different ways. But I want to encourage anyone that's out here listening to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, because life is coming at us, and it can come hard sometimes, come soft waves, or come us like a straight tsunami or hurricane. But we have to be sure that we are honoring ourselves by taking care of ourselves. So I want you all to remember, take a breath, say a prayer, fix your crown, because we are built for this chaos. Life can be chaotic, and it's life, right? So we have to be able to learn and know how to deal so we can keep on going. So again, I am Shanika, the owner of this podcast, She Reigns Podcast. Remember to keep on shining and keep on reigning. Have a good one.